Once upon a time, there was a baker who owned a small shop in a little town in America. He was not a kind man. He never gave his customers even a little more bread than they paid for, and he never smiled. However, he was a very good baker. His bread was the softest anyone could imagine, and his cakes were truly delicious. People from all over the town came to his shop. As they walked down the street, they could smell the wonderful bread and sweet cakes, and the smell drew them straight inside. Not everyone entered the shop, though. Some people only stood outside, enjoying the smell and looking through the windows. The baker hated this. "They're filling their stomachs with the smell of my bread," he thought angrily. "I am giving them a free meal and getting nothing in return." He even wondered if there was a way to put smells into bottles so he could sell them like bread. One cold winter morning, very early, the baker was inside his shop making bread. He was not working happily. Instead, he complained about the cold weather, waking up early, and everything else that crossed his mind. Suddenly, he noticed someone standing outside the window. It was a young man wearing an old coat. He was hungry and was staring at the bread, breathing in the warm smell with a smile on his face. The baker became furious. "That thief is stealing the smell of my bread," he said to himself. "It's a free breakfast for him, and I get nothing." The young man stood there quietly with his eyes closed, enjoying the smell. The baker could not control his anger any longer. He opened the door and shouted, "Pay me." "Pay you for what?" the young man asked in surprise. "For the smells you've stolen," replied the baker. "But I've stolen nothing," said the young man calmly. "I'm only smelling the air. Air is free." "It's not free when it's full of the smell from my shop," the baker replied angrily. "Pay me now, or I'll call the police." When the young man refused, the baker grabbed him by the coat and dragged him through the snow to the judge's house. After a long knock, the judge opened the door in his night clothes. It was very early in the morning. The baker accused the young man of stealing the smells from his shop. The judge listened carefully and then asked them to come inside, so he could hear the full story. Both men told their sides. The baker insisted the smells belonged to him, while the young man argued that air was free for everyone. After thinking quietly for a few minutes, the judge asked the young man if he had any money. The young man took a few coins from his pocket and handed them to the judge. The judge then spoke. The smells did come from the baker's shop, and the young man did enjoy them. Therefore, the young man must pay for the smells. The baker smiled proudly and held out his hand for the money. But instead of giving him the coins, the judge shook them so they made a clinking sound. "This sound," said the judge, "is the payment for the smell of the bread." Then he returned the coins to the young man and told him he was free to go. Moral of the story: greed and possessiveness can make people lose sight of life's simple joys. Some things like smells, sounds, and happiness cannot truly be owned, and trying to profit from them may leave you with nothing at all.